and welcome to Winning Post Asia. I'm Mandira Lalwani from the buzzing Singapore Turf Club at Kranji. This is the weekend, the big international weekend, and 4 feature races for you coming out of this weekend. The first one, which we covered last time, was the Oz Horse Golden Horseshoe, and today is the turn of the Singapore Guineas, the third and final leg of the 3-year-old challenge. Originally constituted in England, the Group 1 Guineas race is run all over the world and is traditionally for 3-year-old horses over a mile. In most countries, this prestigious race is segregated according to gender, so the fillies contest is the 1000 guineas, whereas the colts race is the 2000 guineas. This bifurcation was done on the 28th of April 1814, 5 years after the inaugural running of the equivalent race for both colts and fillies, the 2000 guineas. The two races were established by the England Jockey Club under the direction of Sir Charles Banbury and were named according to the prize money on offer: 1000 guineas for the winning filly and 2000 for the winning colt. Unlike its counterparts the world over, Singapore has one race for both genders, and that's the Singapore Guineas, which was first run back in 1997 as the Singapore 3-year-old challenge final leg and won by Southerly Wind.
The favourite Southerly Wind is asked for the big effort and goes after Wonder Planet, and Southerly Wind is hitting the front at the 400 metres. The horse has torn away from the field. Look at him come, that big one they were shouting about, and Southerly Wind has zoomed away from the field, and with 200 metres to go, he has taken a 6-length lead of the field. Sophisticated is coming in for the second place, but with 100 to go, it's all over bar the shouting. The horse, they said he'll make it, he's everything they say he is. Southerly Wind easing up, wins the third leg of the triple challenge by 4 legs.
The race was rechristened the Singapore Guineas in 2010 when Laurie Laxton's charge, Better Than Ever, walked away with the honours. Subsequently, Gingerbread Man from Bruce Marsh's stable won in 2011, Super Easy from Michael Friedman's yard in 2012, and last year it was Step It Up with Santana on board that won.
Gingerbread Man is the leader. Addo up on the outside with the white cap. Clear for Action is across their heels. Nandara is beginning to run on. Zach Influence back and behind them with B ahead. Simply the Best is right down the outside. Addo goes up with Gingerbread Man. They've got a good battle between them. Clear for Action is running on, followed in behind them by Nandara. Gingerbread Man, he's got a massive heart. He lifts here. Trying to hold onto him is Addo, but Gingerbread Man races away from Addo. Clear for Action runs on, but he sweeps the 3-year-old series. Gingerbread Man wins and wide. Starter sends them. They're racing in the Singapore Guineas. Let's See Action began well, and so too Shuttle Man away nicely. Up on the outside, Jerem Glory, and bouncing out well, the favourite Super Easy. He just drops back on the fence. It's Totality over Super Guru up on the outside. They were followed by Let's See Action, El Milagro. Then came Shuttle Man looking for room. In behind them on the fence, Jerem Glory and Super Easy looking for room, trying to pick his way through. Cash Luck is down the outside, running on strongly. El Milagro goes up to tackle Totality. Shuttle Man, Cash Luck, Super Easy trying to get through. El Milagro went to the lead over Shuttle Man, kicking on strongly. He gets the run now. Super Easy, he bursts between them, going with him Cash Luck, but Super Easy massive in the Guineas. Super Easy wins it by a neck. Racing in the Singapore Guineas, and away quickly Warlord and also Zach Spirit. Driving up between horses there is Super Shadow, and Silver and Gold coming across with Bendician. Next of all, as they come to the bend, Super 97. He's going to have to need a lot of luck there as they come to the 600 metres. Next of all then is Alpha Centauri on the outside from Breaking Volts. Well back, approval given her. And Golden Mission dropped out to last in the Guineas. Top of the straight they come. Zach Spirit still travels keenly over on the inside. Super Shadow up on the outer. Bendician begins to run on. Here's Step It Up out in the middle. Where's the favourite Super 97? He's back in behind them trying to plot a passage. But Step It Up went to the lead. He's got the first run on the mini race to the lead. It's Step It Up, the front runner. Super 97 begins to ping out in the middle. Step It Up trying to hold on. Super 97 coming with big giant strides for Step It Up. He's going to defy him and take out the Guineas in the clean sweep of the 3-year-old series.
There are 10 contenders for the Singapore Guineas this year. All of them are in the parade ring, and of course the buzz this time is all about War Affair, the horse that has done very little wrong so far. The first horse in the parade ring was the much talked about War Affair, trained by Alvin Tan, ridden by Danny Beasley. He was followed by Goodman from Laurie Laxton's yard, ridden by Corey Brown. Then came Goodman's stablemate Daniel, ridden by Saifuddin. Number 4, Perfect Challenger, ridden by Oscar Chavez, trained by Alvin Tan. Rise and Shine from Mark Walker's yard followed, with Manuel Nunes on board. Room for Excuse, trained by Takaoka, was partnered by Alan Munro in the saddle. Bogart, ridden by Baron Voster from Michael Friedman's yard. Number 8, Marseille Roulette, ridden by Evaldo Santana, trained by Takaoka. Number 9, Shane Batshiga's Charge Blue Suede, ridden by John Powell. And finally, Lively Dragon from Letitia Dragon stable, ridden by Lisa Allpress, completed the field for the Guineas. The Singapore Guineas attracted a field of 10 for the final leg of the 3-year-old series, and looking to sweep it was the Albin Tan-trained War Affair, who led the field on the card. With Danny Beasley on board, the son of O'Reilly had beaten 6 of the other 10 in the second leg, over 200 metres shorter, and with 2 lengths to spare on the second horse home. Goodman was the rage in the betting to frank that form.
Well, back Room for Excuse over on the inside, Easy Money. Then Daniel Blue Suede trying to get to the outside, but a long, long way off the lead. 400 metres to go. Straight to the point is the leader. Faultless going up to test him. Now War Affair lays it down to them on the outside, and the star War Affair went to the front. Goodman begins to run on strongly down the outside. 200 metres to go. War Affair by a length and a half. Goodman closing in on the outside, but he's giving plenty. War Affair. He's 2 lengths to the good of Goodman, and War Affair takes the middle leg of the 3-year-old series. War Affair wins it by 2.
Looking the part in the parade ring, War Affair took in the proceedings without much fuss.
Yeah, he's done really well. He's trained on, and as his preparation's gone on, he's improved, and so expecting a great performance tonight.
Goodman and Daniel from the Laxon stable had 2 and 12 lengths to find respectively on the favourite, and while both did look the part, they did have their work cut out for them. Daniel would have the services of Saifuddin in the saddle. Goodman had Corey Brown on board to bring him home.
Yeah, Goodman's going good. They're both going good. They both work well during the week, and I couldn't be more happy with them. Daniel, he's run over 1600 before. He ran second to War Affair. He only got beat half a length, I think.
He's doing really, really well. He ran a nice second to the favourite War Affair last time out, but he was a fraction unlucky. I had to let War Affair go at the 300 and then come out around him. But look, my horse, he's a quality horse. He's on the way up the ladder. I know War Affair is an absolute superstar, but you never know bad luck in racing. If War Affair happened to have some bad luck, you never know.
Takaoka had 2 runners in the race, and it was Room for Excuse with Munro on board, who had run third to War Affair and Goodman in the Classic by 5.5 and 3.5 lengths respectively. While Munro was philosophical about the favourite and his chances against him, this was a pair that could never be discounted.
Yeah, he's a really exciting horse. He's just love him. Yeah, he's got a lot of talent, and he keeps running close to that War Affair. So hopefully I'll run a bit closer today. Yeah.
Perfect Challenger, also from Albin Tan's stable, had run 4th in the Classic and had to be given another chance here on the big stage, as was the case for Blue Suede from Shane Batshiga's yard, who had been disappointing enough then to suggest that was a performance worth ignoring.
We've got to, of course, beat War Affair. I'll ride him back quiet and try and pull him to the outside, and hopefully he can run a bit better than he did the other day, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Bogart was coming in this race with a victory on the 18th of April, and a third before that on the 28th of February saw him hold off Perfect Challenger, through who the line against War Affair looked inferior by about 6.5 lengths.
For home they come. Tiger B is the leader. Bogart goes up to tackle now as they go to the 300. Tiger B with a kick left on the inside, about a neck in front of Bogart. A gap of 3 lengths then to Pure Tactics, beginning to run on quite well from Exquisitely Sweet. Tiger B's just in front. It's extending here over Bogart, trying to get their Pure Tactics on the outside. Tiger B punched right out, but it's going to be too good for them. Tiger B wins it by a length over in second. Pure Tactics, a big returner.
Yes, he's doing well. I don't really know him that well, but it's a strong race. But those type of races, you never really know what's going to happen, and he hasn't got the best of draws, so I'm just going to have to take him back through the running, and hopefully he finishes off a good race.
The final duo in the parade ring were the Letitia Dragon trained Lively Dragon and the Mark Walker trained Rise and Shine. Lively Dragon had won 2 for 2 in Singapore, while Rise and Shine had won 2 from 4, but was on a 2-race winning streak.
They're ready, and now they're off. Getting away safely, Lively Dragon out wide on the track. Super Jet Set away quickly, and also Super Strike. Now Lively Dragon going up with Mr. Marnie on the outside and Play On, picking up a little bit of ground. In behind them, Super Strike as they turn, and then So Perfect. Top of the straight they come, and Lively Dragon goes up to tackle Play On. Dropping off with Super Jet Set. Francis down the outside with Macau Roulette with the favourite. Lively Dragon at the 200 gets away by 3 lengths over Play On. Francis running a good race down the outside, and Afro Slow Jack beginning to run on. It's Lively Dragon in front. Francis has run well, but Lively Dragon looks a nice type, and 2 from 2 in Singapore.
Set. And they're racing in the third, and Claim is the one out the back, missed it by about a length, and Good Score and also Claremont Club have both begun nicely. Alfonso, Rise and Shine just held up at a crucial stage, but they're on the long course, of course, as they run down the home straight, and then Sacred City, who's launching a run. So Rise and Shine just looking to angle out, back in fourth position in the orange, as Alfonso goes for home from Claremont Club. Rise and Shine gets out now with 250 metres to go, and then Sacred City. It's Alfonso who led. Rise and Shine is cutting down the margin very quickly. He sprints powerfully with 100 metres to go, and Rise and Shine en route towards the Guineas, and he posts a very impressive win. Rise and Shine wins it by 2.
He's won 2 in a row now, so he probably deserves to be there, but it's just the 1600 might find him out a little bit, but he's a nice honest horse, and hopefully he'll be there or thereabouts. He's definitely got a lot of pace, so you can see him being in the first sort of 2 or 3 in the running, and just hopefully he'll be able to get there at the line, but the 1600 is a little bit of a question mark for him.
As well as we can get him. It's his biggest test to date, though. He's coming through restricted company into Group 1 company, so we're hopeful.
The horses left the paddock after the riders got their final instructions and made their way to the start.
So 10 will go down to the start, and taking a look at them in the parade ring, War Affair completely on his toes, but he isn't getting too warm like some of the others. Room for Excuse, I thought, was getting a bit warm. Rise and Shine got a bit warm, and Bogart did as well. These are the ones that really looked particularly well, I thought. The form, however, all points to War Affair. It's going to take a very good horse to come out and beat him, and frankly, I think War Affair is the real thing. He's the horse we're going to all be following in the Singapore Guineas.
Time now for a short break here on Winning Post Asia as the horses are leaving the parade ring. We'll see you on the other side with the race. Stay with us. Thank you for staying with us here on Winning Post Asia. Well, the moment of reckoning is here for the Singapore Guineas. As you can probably see behind me, the horses have been loaded into the starting gates. Let's go over to the commentator for the call and see who wins this contest.
Saifutin in the saddle. Rise and Shine for Nunez about to go up. Looking for a feature double here tonight after Kiwi Karma won the Oz horse. Now they're set to go. They're racing in the Guineas. War Affair the best to begin. Lively Dragon through on the inside to take up the lead. And Goodman goes forward with Daniel on the outside. Marseille Roulette up to fourth, and War Affair just drops off the speed, and there's plenty of it with Lively Dragon flying out in the front. Room for Excuse over on the inside from Rise and Shine, Blue Swede. Then Perfect Challenger, and last of all is Bogart. They run down the back, 1,200 metres to go, and Lively Dragon is out by 7 lengths over Goodman in second. 2 lengths away in the field to Daniel down on the inside of Marseille Roulette. Then came War Affair travelling strongly in fifth, about 10 from the leader who's flying along in the lead. Room for Excuse over on the inside. Rise and Shine is next of all, followed by Perfect Challenger. Then came Blue Swede, and last of all is Bogart. Down before the final 700 metres they go, and Lively Dragon coming back to the field very quickly as they come to the top of the straight. Goodman around the outside of it with Marseille Roulette. They were followed by Daniel near the top of the straight. Beasley about to stoke up War Affair as they come to the top of the lane. Then came Room for Excuse. Rise and Shine trying to get onto the back of War Affair as they straighten up. Below the final 450, Goodman is the leader. War Affair, Daniel come after him now, but War Affair went straight past Goodman at the 300 metres. War Affair gets out by 2 over Goodman. Daniela, Rise and Shine down the outside, 200 metres to go in the Guineas, and War Affair explodes away. He's got this one wrapped up. He dashes out by 5 lengths over Goodman. Down the outside, Daniel, but a big performance by War Affair. The champion 3-year-old does it easily. 4 lengths on the wire over Daniel. Third in was Goodman.
I think he's a wonderful horse based on his timing. I think the longer he will be better. And I think I have to thank all of them as the team.
And keeping a horse going like this back home, what's he like? Is he easy to train?
In fact, it's not easy. A lot of planning, and I believe the team is very important. Everyone doing a part from the team.
Do you have any major targets for him later on this year?
So far, I don't have anything, but I still need to go back to look at the program and plan together.
This whole preparation, he's been faultless. He's like being nearly first from the gate, and he just does what I want him to do. Like, you've seen him in the sprint. He took up a position mid-race when I asked him to go forward. the other day worked out perfect, and today it was just perfect again. As I said, there, like after 200, 400 metres, I was getting goosebumps already. You know, he's like, and that's the feel he gives you. He's just a bit different class, this fella.
He certainly is, and you know, the pace was ideal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was absolutely perfect. It was like, you know, we obviously had the horse go out hard in front, but then where Goodman settled and Daniel behind him and Marcel Roulette, I was extremely happy with those horses in front of me, because you know that they were going to take you a fair way. But I still hit the front a bit early, but it's just him. As soon as you move up a gear, he's just away and go, and you just let him go, and he's pretty special.
That's right. What's he like in this, you know, when he's at full stretch? What's the feeling like?
When he quickens, it's like he just really goes, you know. And as I said, there's nothing that goes as quick as him. He can work in the morning. He can go 3 furlongs with El Padrino and run 33 seconds, and then you can go like a week later, go like 2 laps, go 1200 evens, and he just works around in your hand. And he's just been a pleasure to work with. And as I said, congratulations to Elvin and Jason and Joe and all the boys. They've done a remarkable job.
Yeah, and you've ridden some very good horses. Where does he sit in your heart?
Oh, Singapore on top. Grand Army was my favourite. He was just a super horse, and Victory Vane was the best filly I've ever rode, and she was very special. But as far as Singapore-based horses go, this fella's by far and away on top.
How happy are you feeling right now?
I'm very happy, very happy.
And in the last 200 meters, how much were you shouting? Were you shouting a lot?
No, exciting.
I think I'm speechless, because we never thought that we're going to get such a wonderful horse. We always hoped that we would get one. And of all these years, Alwyn has been really working very hard to get all the good horses that we can for all the owners. But this was really an unexpected one that came to our stable, and we're very, very, very happy for that.
And you may or may not be aware, but War Affair has actually broken the course record.
No, I'm not aware. I'm not aware at all that he has broken the record, because when he was in the race, he was when he started the race in the first quarter or so, he was at 5th position. So I was a bit worried, because this is the first time he's running for 1600. So, but we hope that he's going to pick it up, and he really did a good job.
My final question, being married to a trainer is never easy. Who's number one in Alwyn's life? Is it you or is it War Affair?
Well, Alwyn is definitely someone I met very special. We worked our way through. We went through all the hardship, and being able to come to this result today, it's really amazing.
What a brilliant race. Once again, all eyes were on War Affair. It was difficult to even see who the second and the third horse were, because all the frenzy was directed towards War Affair. We're going to step into a quick break. We'll return with the analysis of just how good is he. Stay with us. Thank you for staying with us here on Winning Post Asia. As you know, we are talking about the Singapore Guineas, and it was no surprise when War Affair came out and won in grand style. Mohit Alwani has the analysis.
Well, this one's going to be one of the easy ones to analyze. It was Lively Dragon who jumped out and went to the lead. It was War Affair who actually jumped out, I thought, very well and sat in a good position, settled immediately in a horse who's got to travel the mile. So it was Lively Dragon who went out to the lead and made it a very, very fast pace. It was a matter of time before he'd come back onto them, and he did. Turning for home, War Affair and Danny Beasley stayed out of trouble. They turned for home. And when Danny Beasley pushed the button, he was long gone from the others. He went past them as if he was standing still. Daniel has enjoyed this trip, and he's run on after having looked like he was going to get beat even into 4th. So he's run a good race to run on board just behind War Affair, and I think he's enjoyed the trip. But what can one say about a horse like War Affair? You take a look at him, he's beautifully balanced. He's got a beautiful stride on him. He's just lovely to watch, and he's come home with a new course record here in Singapore.
Another fantastic win notched up by War Affair. Really a wonder horse. Of course, elated connections there. Time for them to get felicitated with these lovely trophies.
We welcome up on stage from the Singapore Turf Club Chairman Mr Tan Guang Ching, Senior Racing Stewards Mr Kwa Tiem Hock and also Mr Michael Chiok. Now I'd like to invite Mr Tan Guang Ching to present the prizes for the Singapore Guineas of 2014, won brilliantly by War Affair. From War Plan Racing, Madam Ivy Pum. Another trophy to add to a long list of trophies as War Affair takes all before him in Singapore, and it will be fascinating to see how high this horse can go, but at the moment he's taking all before him. Track record time and bolting away, and of course he won all 3 legs of the 3-year-old series, and as a result will receive $150,000, and we welcome up on stage Miss Ong Tian Ni to receive the cheque. So a very lucrative night for a horse who tonight tipped over $1 million, well past $1 million in prize money, and he is turning out to be one of the hottest properties in Singapore racing. Well done to War Plan Racing. What a moment for Elvin Tan. He leads the premiership, but tonight he secures his first Group 1. Elvin Tan. Huge moment for Elvin. He won his first group race with Speedy Cat. He's had success with El Padrino, but tonight it's a Group 1. The Guineas, and he completes the 3-year-old series sweep with War Affair. And Dan Beasley's been with him the whole way through the 3-year-old series and given him 3 terrific rides. Well done to Danny up on stage to accept the trophy, and he speaks volumes and very affectionately about this horse War Affair. He knows he's with something very, very special. It's War Affair who takes out the Singapore Guineas.
War Affair is a very special horse, there's no doubt about that, but there's no doubt about the fact that Danny Beasley is a very good jockey as well, and it just so happens that that is genetic. We got a chance to catch up with Danny Beasley's parents, Bob and Judy, who are here all the way to come and see their son win in such style.
What a great moment this is. Tell us what you're experiencing.
Oh, just overwhelming. So proud of him. He's worked so hard, and it's just wonderful to see him get a lovely group win over here in Singapore.
And what were you thinking in the last 400 metres as he went towards the post?
I just started cheering. I didn't think anything. I thought, well, he's going to win, and I'll make sure he wins. I just kept yelling and yelling, and thought, he's a boy from Berrigan. I said, go you little bloody bushy mate.
What was he like when he was growing up? Did you ever think that this is going to happen to him someday?
No, not really, no. I didn't think he'd be a jockey, really. I hoped he'd stay at school and do something else, but it was in his heart, and you've got to follow your heart, so we're very proud of him.
And growing up, was he naughty? Was he nice? What was he like?
Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, I wanted him to be a doctor, but anyhow, this is the next best. Probably earns a bit more being a jockey, so that's terrific.
Very good.
Jockey, so he's pretty proud.
Like I said, wife said it's overwhelming, and he started off in the bush, and we used to watch him ride winners around Albury and Wagga, and got a big thrill out of it. But to come and see him win a Group 1 in Singapore was just fantastic. Dan booked us to come over probably nearly 2 months ago. He said, I want you here for the grand final, and we're here, and it's terrific.
Absolutely. We're also happy for you. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Plenty of champagne has been popped today. After all, lots of celebrations, and we're going to leave you with some of those shots as we say goodbye. And until we see you next time, may the horse be with you. Goodbye.